Well, hello, good afternoon, everyone who is watching. Hello, everybody who is watching on the VOD, if you can't make it live. It is going to be a very chill and laid-back stream as we play Final Fantasy III, the Pixel Remaster. Let me just actually start the game up here. There we go. And we're going to swap over to this screen, which, of course, is not actually showing the game. There we go. There we go. So we're gonna get that. We're gonna get that loaded up. Okay, perfect. So this was released on the Nintendo Famicom, the original, in 1990, April 27th, 1990, and it didn't come anywhere globally until 2006, when the DS version, the 3D remake, was released in 2006. In Japan, that was released in August, and then in North America in November. But it was not until this version, the Pixel Remaster, that the original version was available. Outside of, emulation and ROMs and that kind of thing. Why don't I also enable a face cam? There we go. That's fun. That's fun for everybody. Oh, what I also want to stop doing is, I don't want to do a local recording. Stop that, OBS. Thank you very much. And what else can we do? I guess we'll just jump right into the game, shall we? I will if I actually have controller. There it is. Right, so we're going to bring in our usual team. We're going to have Pete. We're going to have Tyler. We're going to have Colin. And me. Use this name, yes. Tab for done. And we shall begin. Let's all enjoy an opening cutscene. Into the silence, one of the Gulgans prophesied, the great earthquake was only the beginning. The tremors tore the land asunder. The crystals, source of the world's light, were swallowed into the depths as etc. etc. Didn't have time to read. That was nothing compared to the catastrophe to come. Something fathomless, ominous, and laden with sorrow looms on the horizon. But hope is not yet gone from the world. 4 souls will be blessed with the power of light, and so it shall begin. It starts off very much like the first Final Fantasy in that sense. We got 4 orphaned youths raised by someone in a village that came across a cave, one of the very same that formed when the crystals were lost to the earth. Kaylee Kalis, hello, welcome to the stream. What started as a simple game of exploration became so much more. And we're in. Fell through a sinkhole. Who do we think we're squabbling? I'm probably sure it was Tyler and Colin who were squabbling. I'll make that call right now. And our first fight of the game. Let's see. Just realized that I think I need to make an adjustment in audio. This. Yeah, let me know how the audio mix sounds. I think I had the game a little bit too loud there, but I think it should be fine now. But do let me know. Oops. What were those monsters doing here? And there we go. Now it is the start of the game proper. We're going to start by going into our boost settings and just jack everything up by 4. It's going to be a very chill playthrough, and we're not going to be grinding or anything like that. We're going to make it as chill and breezy as possible. I'm going to switch the overworld sprite to be the one that I'm controlling here. And we're gonna give Pete the first leather shield. Why don't we do that? This is the first game in the series, in Final Fantasy series, to properly use, or really to introduce, a job system. unlike in the first game where you chose your classes at the start and then you had an upgrade halfway through, you really couldn't change jobs. And this is the first game that actually let you do that, and you unlock new jobs as you play. We're going to get our first set of jobs very shortly here as we find the first crystal. Oddly enough, everybody starts as Onion Knights in this game. Onion Knight is it's definitely a Japanese thing, I think, like the word onion. I think it's meant to represent almost like a childlike state, I suppose. Get our first level ups. Very good. But it's strange that's how these youths start out as Onion Knights. Like that's what I don't know. I simply don't know what the lore is with these kids and why they're sort of dressed like this. Maybe they were cosplaying. They were pretending being powerful knights. In the 3D remake on the DS and later released for mobile devices and Steam, the starting job or the starting state is known as freelancer. And in fact, all 4 of the party have their own personalities. Your main protagonist is named Luneth, and we have his best friend named Ark. Then they later meet a girl by the name of Refia, and then there's Ingus, who is the 4th one, and he's a knight that you actually meet later on from the castle. So they each have their sort of backstories in that sense. Other than that, it works pretty much the same way. You can change their jobs. But they start as freelancer, and the Onion Knight job in the remake is something you need to unlock by doing this very strange mail system, like sending letters. So on the DS, you could send letters to other people that were playing the game, friends, or I guess people maybe you spoke to online. I should have concentrated my attacks on the same one. What I also should have been doing is actually doing this, because I'm technically in the back row, because this is a back attack. Yeah, let's concentrate our fighting on a single one. Job level went up quite considerably. I'm going to backtrack a little bit here, and we're going to drink from this pool, this wellspring. Get revitalized. Typically when I play this game, I want to get to around level 3 before I go on ahead to fight the first boss, even though even then I don't really think it's necessary to be that high level, if that's the word. But 3 is comfortable for me. 3 is definitely comfortable for me, and I think we've actually hit that. Job level is pretty high as well. Level 3, yeah, so we're good. And we're gonna go fight our first boss. What is going on? A malicious force attacks the party. Land turtle. The key here is to use the 2 Antarctic winds that you found in this cave, and it just does a lot of damage, and if you're lucky, both of them can kill it. There you go. we get some level ups. Let's go talk to the wind crystal. The crystal shines brightly. You four have been chosen. Whoa, that crystal is talking! That's definitely Pete. That's definitely Pete. I give unto you the last of my light, and with it the last hope of a fading world. As things stand, light will soon disappear, and the balance of the world will be destroyed. Accept the light into your hearts, and the crystals, plural, will grant you unimaginable strength. You have been chosen to be the bearers of our final chance at hope. You cannot allow the light to fade from the world. It's bright. Within the light, the will of the crystal surged through them. They decided to accept their destiny. Would they have a choice? And so began a journey to dispel the darkness and return light to the world. The young heroes received the crystal's power. And with it, the world's last light of hope. Right, now we can do some job action. Step upon the magic sigil to be transported to the surface. Alright, let's do it. Leave, yes. And that's it. We begin the game proper. The first thing we're going to do is start assigning some jobs. So I always like to start off with red mage, so I'm going to make myself a red mage. For Pete, I'm going to make Pete a white mage for now. Because when we started playing Final Fantasy XIV, he started with Conjurer. So I think that's a good place to start. Tyler gonna make him a monk, I think. Typically he would go thief or rogue, but we don't have that to start off with. And Colin is gonna be our warrior. So now let's do some shifting of position. And I'm gonna go back in the cave because there's actually some treasure to find. $100, 2 of them. I'm gonna fight some more. Pete trying to punch. Yeah, here we go. All the treasures. So you might recognize this as where we started. Not where we started, but where kind of the game started in the cutscene. Some nice level ups. Long sword, that'll be good for Colin. Nunchaku. And the sleep spell. Okay. I guess we'll learn the sleep spell. Then we have some equipment. I have a feeling that monks do better barehanded, don't they? Oh no. Back attack. let's see how the I don't have any magic. Don't have any MP yet. That wasn't bad. That was some decent damage. I could have fallen down that hole in the middle, but that would have brought me into the cave. Into the cave, and I'd have to go talk to the wind crystal all over again. Right, let's go. Not our first town yet. We're gonna do another fight. Now we go into town. And let's appreciate the Pixel Remaster's rearranged soundtrack. The town music in these early Final Fantasies have all they're all so good. They're also relaxing and chill. The one from the very first game is possibly my favorite. It's just so classic. The one from 4 is great. 6 is also good. 6 is called like Kids Run Through the Streets, I think. Let's get some poison, huh? It's apparently the only spell that this mage sells. How do you expect the Warriors of Light to actually do something when you're only selling poison, huh? Not even a cure spell in sight. So shields. The thing about this game is you just want to be dual wielding. Every class can dual wield. Pretty much no point in equipping shields. Armor, however, is something that we need, so we'll get some armor. We got lots of money, so that's good. 1 pair of bronze braziers. Now, in buying all this stuff, I realize I think I'm going to be finding good armor. So potentially a bit of a waste of money there, but yeah, and before I actually spend, well, maybe I do want to get something for Pete, because he's barehanded right now. So I can give him a staff? Yeah, let's do that. Whoops. Optimal. There we go. 1 staff. I could make him dual wield staffs, I suppose. There's a woman down here that we can just sneak into her well and get some potions. And there is a... yeah, there is actually a cure spell, and it's up here for some reason. In this shack in the back of town. And in a very rare town situation, you can actually get into fights up here. Possibly the only game in the series where They're random encounters in a town. Another potion. All right, so we get a secret passage here with some antidotes. Leather armor, yeah. Cure, another dagger, and more leather armor. Well, definitely bought 2 of those that I didn't need to. Magic. So we've got a cure spell. I did get 2 other longswords actually, so I may as well. Oh! Can Red Mage not equip longswords? They cannot. Only Warrior and Onion Knight. Okay, okay. That's okay. That's okay. There's going to be a sword that we're going to get in a little bit, in very short time, that only the Red Mage can equip. Shall we go? No, I don't think I need to spend some time in the inn, do I? No. Although I could have maybe bought some items. Let's maybe sneak in and see if there are some items that I should be buying. Let me grab a few antidotes and some eye drops. Can't remember if that's actually something that I need to worry about, sort. But it's always good to have them on hand in case it happens. Because while things should be fine, what if they're not? Okay, our adventure continues. We arrive now at the town of Kazus. And by this music, the language of music is telling us there's something particular, something peculiar happening here. And this guy is freaked out. I thought you might be ghosts. Just a minute here. There we go. Just need to refresh something. No, wait, I didn't want to talk to you again. Ah, jeez. When I clicked into the window, it thought I meant, oh, talk to the guy again. So this town, Kazus, has a problem. And the problem is this. Everybody's been turned into this. Everybody is just a silhouette. Everybody is a ghost. As you can imagine, this is a problem. Oh, no, this is not where I wanted to be. Where is... Oh, is it just the inn that I need to go in? Yes. So look at this ghost. Look at this guy. He's got an idle animation. And that is the language of games telling us that this guy's important. And it's Sid. There's a Sid in every Final Fantasy. And this guy has an airship, as Sids often do. So we're going to go get ourselves an airship right off the bat, right top of the game. We get an airship. Lest you worry, we're not going to have it for too long. Woohoo! Airships in this game cannot cross over mountains. We have a very curious blockade there. We have a castle here. And we got a cave up here. So our starting area is very limited into what we have access to. So let's first go visit the castle, because we can get quite a bit of loot here. One soldier has escaped the curse because he was out on a mission at the time. I don't know what kind of mission he was on. Like where he was to avoid the curse. Yep, everybody in the castle has been cursed. Ooh, some treasure over there. That's what we're aiming for. Let's go talk to the king first. Let's go right up to the throne room and talk to the king. Hello. I am King Sassoon. Sasune? Sasuni? Who knows? But as you can see, the Jinn's curse has reduced me to this ghostly form. Only by defeating the Jinn can this foul curse be lifted. Where is the Jinn? Why is the Jinn gone? He dwells in the sealed cavern north of this castle, but without a mithril ring, you will be powerless to seal him away. We heard that Her Highness Princess Sarah has one. I don't think we heard that. I don't think I talked to anyone that has that information. Maybe Sid. Maybe Sid talked about it and I glossed over. Oh, how could I have forgotten? The people of Kazuz once presented Sarah with a mithril ring, but I fear Sarah is nowhere to be found. Could she have been abducted by the Jinn? Oh, my poor, poor Sarah. And now we'll just confer. We can check out the sealed cavern. Oh, such stalwart warriors. When you reach the sealed cavern, you should know there is a secret door. The skeleton is the key. Very good. Oh, hang on. Are these... Nope. Those are just puddles of water in the throne room. Fine. Very good. Okay, let's do a little bit of a sneaky sneak and find this secret passage through walls and get ourselves some treasure. Blizzard and another leather shield. So finally, we get some attack magic. It's typically why... Oh, there's another passage here. It's typically why I don't start off with a black mage, because by the time you get to buy the other spells... Oh, there's nothing here. By the time you get to buy other attack spells like fire and thunder, it's just a little bit later on in the game. You only have Blizzard, and I always feel that the red mage is better... Where am I going? This is still the wrong spot. The red mage is a bit better in handling the first dungeon than you would with a black mage, particularly when you get the super secret sword that we're going to be getting now. I guess it's not super secret. But if you climb this tower, the sword is waiting for us way at the top. Plus some treasures along the way. Holy arrow. And a high potion. We can't really do anything with the holy arrow without a bow. So I don't know why it gave us that. Monsters! Spud Gaming. Welcome, welcome. Things are going well. We're fighting a griffin. But things are still going well. Because the griffin is not that bad. Why don't I try to hit it with a blizzard since I got the spell? Okay, that was actually stronger than I thought. Well, good thing we got Cure. Get some level ups, and there it is, the White Slayer. Very effective against undead, and if I actually look at it, you will see that it is only the red mage who can equip this sword. So that's pretty much why I prefer to have the red mage early doors over black mage. Now I think I will head on over to the other tower. There are some treasures there that you can get, I believe. And I don't think it has any monsters in it. Eye drops. Antidote. Okay. Phoenix down. Good to have that. There we go. There's the bow. With a wooden arrow. This one gives you the wooden arrow, but the holy arrow is in the other tower. And this is the princess's bed, so we're just gonna sleep in the we're just gonna sleep in the princess's bed. All four of us. Never played these games before. The fighting almost reminds me of Pokemon in turn-based attacks. Yeah. The first three Final Fantasy games were very literally turn-based. You give directions, you give commands to all of your party members, and then a round happens. And the order in which things happen usually depends on a character or a monster's speed and how they basically roll initiative, if that's the way you want to call it. Starting with 4, there was a system, it's called the active time battle, I think, system, where things are a little bit more fluid in battle. So you'll have the character will, like, it usually is essentially attack immediately when you select, and there's a certain amount of time that needs to pass before that character gets to go again, but everything is sort of happening in real time. So that's the system that was used from 10 up until 9. From 4 up until 9, and then starting with 10, it becomes a bit more of a turn-based system again, but with a little bit more strategic flair to it. But here we are in the cave, and we're looking for the Djinn. And we're gonna get some treasure. Okay. The thing about undead is you can cast Cure on them, and it will damage them. Some good level ups. That's another cure spell. Might as well learn it. Red Mage being able to learn both black and white magic. Spud Gaming asks if this is on an emulator. So this is not. The first 6 games were re-released in, I don't know, the last few years as Pixel Remasters. So they took the original games as they were released on the original Nintendo and Super Nintendo and basically zhuzhed them up. And in the case of this one, a Final Fantasy III, this is the first time that the game in this form has been available outside of Japan. It had been reimagined as a kind of a 3D game that was released on the DS in 2006. And that was re-released on various mobile devices and on Steam as well. But the game in its original 2D sprite-based form was never available outside Japan until the Pixel Remaster. And I prefer it in this form rather than its 3D form, I would say. And here is Princess Sarah. No, wait, you can't go alone. I see that on Steam. Interesting. Yep. So the Pixel Remasters are available on Steam. They're also available now on PS4. Playable on PS5 through backwards compatibility, and recently on Xbox. I think these recently came out on Xbox, if I'm not mistaken. I am playing with some boosts active, so we get a four times rate on experience and gold and job points, just because this is a chill playthrough, and I'm not that interested in grinding all that much. It makes the start of the game pretty much easier. But by the time you get to the end, you're not that overpowered. Some of the endgame bosses can still pack a big punch. Unless you're very, very overleveled, of course. There he is. There's the Djinn. Cursed Copper. I think I'm going to spend some time doing a bit of a party cure, because with my leveling up, my max HP has been going up, but my current HP hasn't gone up as well. Alright, let's take some time to do more cure. One more. And I'm gonna use a potion on Colin there. Good. I'll use the ring to banish the Djinn. Oh no, it didn't work. And the language of music says that this is a boss fight. No cures. It's not undead, so that didn't work. So I think we just simply attack. I am gonna throw a blizzard on him though. Oh, I don't remember if he's particularly weak to ice. That seems weak. Definitely seems weak. Let's do a heal on Tyler. Easy. Use the ring! Not sure why we just couldn't have destroyed him. Like, why do we need to seal it? Why do these big evil things have to be sealed? Just destroy it, and then it's no longer a problem. Now it's just going to teleport us back to the castle. Because that's the thing Sarah can do, I guess. And now to simply throw the ring into the water. Again, for reasons that are not explained. And this apparently removes the curse. They try to almost shoehorn a little, like, romantic subplot here with Sarah, which is so odd, because this doesn't really fit. But anyway, everybody is safe and sound and curseless. Now the king owes us a debt of gratitude, so what do we think he's going to give us? Riches? Power? Weapons? Magic? No, he gives us a canoe. He gives us a canoe. Yeah. Yep. A canoe. I mean, it is a useful item. It's a necessary item. But you go and save an entire kingdom from the evil curse of a djinn, and the king gives you a canoe. It's fine. The reason you need the canoe is that you need to row to the other side of the of the lake to get back to the cave so you can get your airship back. Which also prompts the question, how did Sarah get over here? Did she have her own canoe? Is that how she got here? Simply no way to know. We need to get through that big rock. But we also know that everybody here is safe, including Sid. Here he is. And he wants to be brought back to his missus in Canaan. Canaan. But we won't be able to get there yet because there's a rock blocking the way. Does the game even hints at where you're supposed to get the means of breaking through? I don't know if it does. A canoe was so random. Yeah. Now we can buy some more spells. So that's the only one I'm missing is fire, actually, isn't it? Oh, wait. Magic. Oh, right. I can't because I have cure. Well, no cure. Technically, I could probably remove sleep. I think sleep is the one I'll remove. Fire and cure are more important. Eventually, I'll probably change to black mage, in which case I can remove cure. But for now... I'm not going to buy any of that yet, because there is a cave in the back of this town where I can get some stuff. For free. Armor, though, I don't know if I'm going to... Let's go to the cave first and see what I get in terms of inventory. Because we don't want to be double dipping. Although what I should have done is go to the inn, because now I have, like, no... I have no magic left. Oh, dear. We'll be fine. It's easy. I mean, the boosting in levels and such is obviously helping. Without boosts, there would have been a considerable amount of grinding and farming. But with the boosts, you can basically just cruise your way through the various areas, and you don't have to pause too much. Oh no, poison! Good thing I have Poisona. I also have a bunch of antidotes. But we'll use Poisona since we have it. Won't have a chance to actually use it, so... Oh, is it just 2 mithril swords that I get here? Okay. I thought for some reason I would get more. Those will go to Colin. And then we can do a little bit of shopping. Let's get more stuff. Of course, it has to be a back attack. Oh, Pete's blind. Pete has been blinded. Well, I did buy some eye drops, so there we go. Sorry, miss? Tyler has also been blinded. Okay. So what you have to do, after getting Sid in the party, you have to go talk to this guy. Taka. Who apparently works with airships and is gonna fit a drill. For some reason. Or, sorry, a mithril prow. I'm gonna give the boulder a good old-fashioned whooping. We don't need any of that. But can I talk to you? How do I stay at the inn? Oh, I guess it's for free. Fine. Very good. Very good. This guy's gone. Wonder where he went. Maybe he was in town. I didn't see him. Right. Now we have a mithril prow on our airship. And with it, we can do this. We can blow up our airship, and now we have no airship left. It's a pretty sad state of affairs. we will be getting another airship later on. So don't worry too much. So here is the lovely town of Cannon. Cannon. If I can put together another airship, I bet you could put it through its paces. Yeah, I'll just crash it into another mountain. That's fine. Okay, so we have our quest. We have our first little quest here. We have to go find King Argus. He's going to help us out in making a new airship. Bye, Sid. Alright, we got a new town to explore. What's this guy say? I hear that long ago a traveling mage hid some medicinal herbs in town. As for the wheres and wherefores, who knows? NPCs in towns are stupid. Absolutely just stupid. Okay, let's get some of this stuff. I'll buy 10 of each. Echo herbs cure the silence debuff, and gold needles cure the petrify debuff. Always good to have some on hand. What's in this house? Oh, random house. Hello, girl in bed. This is Selena, and she's very lonely without Desh. Talking about Dragon's Peak in the south, where the dragons root. Like, who is she talking to? I just came in and she started rambling. I'm just gonna steal a gold needle. First, that scoundrel Des turns by Selena's head, then he ups and leaves town. Said he had something to find in a hurry. These people are so willing to... Mallet. What's a mallet? I think that cures the mini debuff. Yeah, in RPGs, NPCs are so happy to talk to strangers. Just imparting all kinds of information. Oh, I forgot to go shopping. Well, it's a good thing that I'm here now. So I will buy one mithril knife, because I think the White Slayer should still be better. A mithril rod for Pete. Yeah, the White Slayer is still better than the mithril knife. Oh, we can have our first instance of a dancer in these Final Fantasy games. I think it's the first instance. Don't know if there was one in 2. They were everywhere in 4. Like, I think every town had a dancer that you could talk to. Magic, please. Oh, here we go. Let's get a thunder, a poison, and a blind, please. We have sleep in the back pocket. Got this old lady. Arrow is a white magic spell that lets you manipulate the wind to damage your enemy. Flying monsters hate it. Thank you. Can't buy Arrow yet. Oh yeah, we can go see Sid. This is his house. Oh, but Mrs. Sid is sick. Oh, if only I had an elixir. So that's the game going... Go find an elixir, and you can do something about it. Remember the clue that that other guy, that random NPC, was like, oh, medicinal herbs, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's what we need to find. And we're going to find it by going for a swim. Which hurts you by going down the waterfall, I guess. Elixir. There we go. And do you know what I've never tried? I've never tried the case where if you use the elixir on yourself, because it's just a regular item, then you don't have the elixir anymore to give to Sid's wife. Presumably you can come back if you find another elixir somewhere, but it's just interesting. Where is it? Elixir. Heavens above. And now Sid is going to be so very impressed that it's going to move aside. I can flick the torch. Also, those are big flames to have beside a bed. Pretty dangerous. But now we can go down here and have some treasure. And apparently, in his basement, he also has this like open sewer system. Okay, Iron Arrow, another blind spell. Didn't have to spend money for that. Keep forgetting. Gold Needle, a Great Bow, Gnomish Bread, Potion, more Gnomish Bread. Gold Needle, Phoenix Down, High Potion, and Potion. None of that was really that worth it, is it? That's nice to have, I guess, like potions and stuff that you don't need to actually buy. Still, are you telling me you could not have been cured with a high potion? You actually need an elixir? Let's do some armor shopping. So, shields again, stupid. Let's buy 2 of these. 2 of these. 2 of these. Let's do 2 gloves. Yes. Because if I end up doing a class change, then I think that'll help. Tyler just doesn't care about anything. He's like, nope, I'm not getting any weapons or wearing any of this mithril stuff. It's all crap. Right, so where to next? So we have the next clue that we've got. Next thing that we know that we have to do is we have to find King Argus, but no real information on where he is. But the biggest piece of information we have is about this guy called Desh, who went south to the Dragon Peak. So let's check that out. And the language of video games tells us that this is probably Dragon Peak. Oh, do I need to go to the inn? Let's say probably not. I think we'll be fine. Oh, crap. There's an actual dragon. And the sprite makes him look huge. It's like the size of the mountain. Let's just do some normal attacks. We're pretty high level now, enough that we don't need to worry too much. I'm actually also going to try to unequip the nunchaku, because I think by now the monk should be high enough level. First of all, he's going to punch twice. Yeah, so let's see. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Golden Needle. This should be the arrow spell. Yep. So that's going to go to Pete. There you go, Pete. You finally get an attack spell. May as well give it a spin. Pretty good, pretty good. Uh-oh. I was spotted by the dragon. And now I'm in his nest. With little baby dragons. Rock. Ooh, what's this over here? It's Desh. Desh. Calling us losers. Yeah. Kind of the person who's already here. I'm Pete, says Pete. The way the game does it is whoever is the first one that you name is considered the main character, and so anything that involves dialogue, it defaults to that one. So in our playthrough, it's Pete. Uh-oh. The dragon's back. Hide in this nest that there's nowhere to hide. And it's only bloody Bahamut. So that's a thing that this game does. It's like, hey, you've been captured by a dragon. It's Bahamut. He's gonna eat you. You have to flee. Oh, oh no, Colin. Colin got trampled. Spell called Mini. This is the time. This is the time to do that. Geronimo. We jumped down a long ways to get down from here. Right, let's go into here. A little healing copse with a tiny person. It's a gnome from Tozu's Forest to the south. So we have Kazus and Tozus. So first... So that'll revive Colin. If we had any status effects, but I think we were good. There we go. So that's a good way to heal everybody up in absence of an inn. And now we got to learn Mini. I believe this was the first game to introduce these particular status effects. So like we've got Mini, there's going to be Toad later on. And they've integrated it with progression in that I can't go into the next area without being actually minied. I like this music. It's fun. We don't need to do an inn. What do you have for sale? Nothing that I want to buy. I don't need gnomish bread. It's used to display the map, and in the original NES release, that was pretty important in certain cases if you wanted to see where you were. But the Pixel Remaster just has a giant mini-map, always kind of there. You can disable it. It's like, eh. Do I need more spells? I don't think I do. Red Mage can cast Arrow. Oh, but you know what? Do you know what? In this next segment, this next kind of dungeony area, I want everybody to be mages. So let's do some of this. Pete can stay as a white mage. We're going to change Colin and Tyler to be black mages as well. And we're going to give them some magic. So I can give... let me remove Blizzard from me. And I will give that to Colin. And then I'll need to buy another one for Tyler. So let's buy a fire. Do you know what? I'm just going to give Tyler all of these spells. Just to get them out of my inventory. And now we have everybody decked out. Let's go back to the inn because I want to restore everybody's magic points. This is not the inn. This is an item shop. Oh, it's the bakery, basically. It's the bakery. Where was the inn? Here? Yes. So we got Cura, so that's good. We're going to learn that for Pete. So Pete's got a level 3 spell now. This is Shelko. He's simply a gnome. But he wants an antidote. Because apparently he's been poisoned. Food poisoning, it seems. I'll tell you about a shortcut to Miralka Basin. Let's just throw in some proper nouns. But we get a shortcut now that will lead us into the next area. This is basically a tunnel that goes underneath the mountains. Mithril bracers, mithril rod. Actually... Ooh, fire staff. That will probably cast fire if I use it in battle. Yeah, so now we're in the tunnel on the mountains. And listen to this music. When everybody is mini, or probably it's whenever you do a fight in this specific area, because everybody has to be mini in this area, there is a different instrumentation, different arrangement of the battle music on woodwinds, which is a neat touch, I think. Fire staff, let's do that. And let's just cast fire. And let's just cast blizzard. And let's just cast fire as well. And the victory fanfare also has a woodwind version, which is pretty great. So we're going to get to the end of this tunnel. It's not that long, I don't believe. Leprechauns! And we'll take a little bit of a break once we get to the other end of the tunnel. Here we are. Okay. We're out of the tunnel, and it might be tempting for some people to undo the mini, but the fact is there is the next dungeon, the next place that we need to like fight in, is also requiring you to be mini, so that's why I'm not going to be taking it off. But we're going to take a little break now, and I will bring you over to our splash screen. Now, yeah, I think the game music is probably stopped for you on stream, but actually it doesn't have to be. I can enable this, I think. Oh, I also need to change the label here to this. There we go. All right, so we'll see you in about 5 minutes. If I can actually enable the music. And there, I think that should do it. Okay. I do believe we're back. Yep. It's looking good. Okay. Let's continue on our journey. As mentioned, I'm keeping myself small because the next area requires you to be mini again, but now I'm scared that the bugbears are going to trample me. Okay, we're good. Whew. Vikings Cove. An odd name, because these are clearly pirates and not Vikings, but, you know. Whatever you like. Whatever you like. Let's get this treasure. $300. I'm sure the Viking pirates are not gonna mind that I've taken their hidden money. Ooh, a red mage. Oh, you're just selling magic, are you? Well, that's fine. I don't want any of it. Let's do a little rest. Let's do a little rest to recover the MP that we used. Any new items that you're selling? Maiden's Kiss? I'm gonna buy some, even though I feel like no monsters ever use the toad spell on me. It's just nice to have, isn't it? Hello. I wasn't hiding. No, I was just waving Pops, that's all. That's what he sounds like. Is this Pops? Sure as you're born, I'm the oldest Viking here. That's how Vikings talk. The Nepto Dragon. So that's the next, that's the coming up monster, I guess? This vicious beast is meant to sleep in its temple for eternity. Why does it exist then? Ever since the great earthquake, something roused the dragon from its slumber. So that's bad news. Oh. That's just to revive. Good, good, good. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. I think we're also at a point where... Well, I'm gonna have myself learn it. Learn the raw spells. And are we at a point where it makes more sense to have me be a full black mage? I think it does. For the simple reason that I get more MP and my spells are stronger as a black mage than they are as a red mage. That means I should sleep again to recover the full amount of MP, because red mages don't have as much as the specialist black and white. I guess at this stage it's not that different, actually. Level 3 spells is just 2 slots versus 1. Oh, well. I'm gonna get the Enterprise, y'all. Wait, what did she say? Right. So if you tried to get on the ship and sail away, you would get immediately attacked by the Nepto Dragon, and that's instant death. So we're going to avoid that, and we're instead going to go to the Nepto Temple. Boom, 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 boom. And the Nepto dragon is for some reason missing its eye. So now that we're mini, we're just gonna enter the dragons through its eye socket, but it's actually a temple. It's very strange. It's very strange. But it also means that we can fight. Lilliputian. Why am I attacking? What? Is it because I changed class that the auto cast didn't fire? Must be why, I guess. Always be going left first. Shell helm and shell armor. That's going to be Colin once he turns back into a warrior. But for now, we'll just sneak that into the bag. Where are we keeping these big items now that we've been miniaturized? It's not important. Don't ask too many questions. Serpent sword. Oh, Pete's been poisoned. The fire staff also doesn't do a lot of damage. But we get a level up out of that, so that's also good. Alright. Okay, let's do quick cure of everybody, because we're coming up to the boss. The boss being a big mouse. But first we're going to deal with this rabble.
It's a giant rat.
No, no gem for you. I'll nibble anyone who tries to take it, squeak.
It's unclear how... So if the jewel was in the eye socket, did the rat take it from inside? And how did the eye fit through the socket? Surely it should fit snugly in it. What? Not Kira. Arrow. And I get to do some of these. Let's do Fyra. Ooh. Huzzah. Let's just do a quick curing everybody, and we're gonna cheese it. 'Cause rats like cheese. Maybe? Do rats like cheese? Do mice like cheese? Is that just like a weird stereotype that we've made up of mice? I'm thinking once I hit level 20, I might bring back the experience boost. For at least the time being, until I get to a point where it's like actually, like I can actually sense that there is a deficiency. But now that we have the eye, we can put it back to its rightful place. Again, how did I get it out of? You know, it's in my inventory now. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense. It is I, Nepto, the sea dragon. It is the vessel for my soul. Without it, my physical manifestation cannot be controlled. Fang of Water, very important. A super key item. Oh, and now we are free to actually be back to normal, except that Pete has no magic left. Hail the conquering hero! And the Enterprise is ours. And I'm going to quickly go back to the inn and have a nice little sleep. So that we can become normal size again. Everyone's a black mage. Okay, so I need to do that. No nunchaku. And a sailing we will go and immediately get hit by sea elementals. Fine. Oh wait, let's just do some fire staff stuff. And I can use thunder. Ow. So, if we look at our map here, and I think there's a way to, nope, that's not what I want. How do we bring up the full map? There it is. So this is the world of Final Fantasy III. So yeah, The next obvious area, there's a little town here to the south. Keegan, hello, hello. The morning has been pretty good. Now having a nice, chill playthrough of Final Fantasy III. Ah, mercy me! There's nothing here of value, this guy says before jumping off. So something is amiss with this town. Look at all these ruined buildings. Just gonna go around and swipe the things that they've hidden in the grass. Can we go into the well? No, we can't. Oh, ice stuff. I like that. Hello, old people. Just get a bit of a clue there. Off to the west, there's a town of supposedly deranged people who think they are descendants of ancients. Obviously, that could never be. That's not a thing that happens. Lamia scale. It's insane how this franchise is approaching its... You say 11th game. Oh my goodness, there's much more than 11. Yeah, so something's going on. We've got soldiers of... Actually, does he actually say? Said by soldiers coming from the western desert. Hidden staircase in the hearth. Yeah, so we're going to do that. Somebody actually says at some point... Sunset's Cone? What's that? It is. Oh, it's a monk weapon. So attack is going up. But monks usually are better barehanded. I'm gonna put it on and then we'll just compare. We'll do some science. Do you like Cloud? Says Keegan. I'm kind of indifferent, I think, to Cloud. I neither like love or hate him. I'm really interested to see how they're going to do his whole mental thing in the third game in the remake series. Because we've already had a glimpse into what's going on in his head. Oh, hello, little boy. You can run away. So I think the way that they handle that and present it in the third game is going to be really interesting. There it is. So here's where you learn that, oh, King Argus is this person that we're looking for. Sid told us about him. But apparently these soldiers that are kidnapping people are also associated with King Argus. So what's going on? Things are afoot. So I think where we're going to go next, let's go to the town to the west. Look at this thing in the desert. I'm sure that's nothing. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about. We're going to go to the town to the west, which is right here. $64. So that was 4 hits with 64. I'm going to try to unequip and judge the damage. Yeah, So let's do another fight and see. Punches are definitely better. Different town music here. Not actually sure why. Maybe it's because it's the village of the ancients. This kid gives you a little side quest to do. I dare you to circle the whole continent on a chocobo. Give you a prize if you do. Number one, I don't know how he would know that you've actually done it. The prize that he gives you isn't that great. I think it's a carrot. Let's see. We've got ooh. I do have an ice staff already, so I should actually equip that. I don't need to change to a bow and arrow. Although I should sell the nunchakus, I guess, because I'm not using them. All this stuff I could probably sell. But I want to mostly sell these so they don't get auto-equipped. Where is it? There it is. Because also, I just found that I have a oops, there we go. Kenpo-gi. Let's see, we got an armor spot over here. Love the new maid outfits in Final Fantasy XIV. The maid outfits. I think I'm trying to remember if I remember seeing them. I mean, I must have seen them at some point. What I was intrigued about was the warden's attire, Azima's attire. I'm really hoping that they put out more of the 12, more attire based on the 12, because I want Oshkon's. I want to dress up like Oshkon. Flame mail, why not? I definitely could sell some stuff, but I think maybe I'll save that for off camera. But also inventory isn't limited anymore like it was in the NES days, so you can just hoard everything. I think you can put your character in a maid outfit. Yeah. Ooh. Oh yeah, let's get some more of this. Might as well get that. Those white magics. Now I do already have the Raws. I don't think it's beneficial for me to have multiple copies of that. Because I'm only going to have one spellcaster for now. I don't think it's going to be helpful to have multiple of those. Let's learn these. Right, I think that that's all we got here. Shall we stay at the inn? Possibly? Yeah, let's stay at the inn. Just check what they've got in the item store here. Ooh. Quite a bunch, actually. Let's bring our high potion count to an even number. Maybe more mallets. And one phoenix down. Yeah. You can even put Cloud in a maid outfit. Cloud. In 14. Oh, do you mean like I know that there's some mods for this the 7 remake and 7 rebirth. If you get the PC version, and you can dress up everybody as you like. I know that much. And if you so choose, you can have them not dressed at all. let's do the chocobo thing. Let's do our chocobo around the world, around the continent. Nice little chill jaunt around the continent. Now, this is probably the first time that you sort of realize that this continent is flying in the sky. If you look at the map. And this is indeed the floating continent. Oh, we got a town here. That's mighty suspicious. How do we get there? Well, this continent, as you can see, has like kind of two seas. There's this inner sea that we were in. That's where the boat is now. And then this outer sea that has only one way to access it, through that little spot in the top. So we can definitely go have a look there. Once we finish our little tour, we've got some caves over there that we can't access because we don't have an airship at the moment. So even if we did have an airship, we wouldn't be able to get there because airships can't fly over mountains. There we go. We did it. And then that chocobo just runs off. Oh dear. All right, let's go talk to the kid and say, hey, we did it. You actually went and did it. Here's your prize, bread. Here's your prize, bread. I like the twist at the end of Mario Party 6 where you guys did Pete's chance time for the finale. My God, I do not remember there being something at the end of 6 where there was a chance time involved. I need to go back and rewatch that. Chance time has always been a source of hilarity for us, maybe less so for Pete. Okay, the next place we're gonna go, or we're gonna board the ship, and we're going to ignore that floating mass of whatever that's in the desert, because I'm sure that's fine. It's not gonna cause us any problems. Now, or in the future, I'm in the water. That's fun. Get set. What have I done? What have I done there? Let me do some arrow. It's probably more helpful. Thunder. So there's a spot here that if you don't visit now, it's going to become sealed off later on. It's the Living Woods, and we get to meet the fairies. They're going to talk about this elder tree that has been transformed by some wizard. And this is where you learn that whatever's in the desert right now that's floating about, that's the elder tree that's been transformed by this wizard. So we don't need to talk more. Purely optional. But here we have a castle. That's fun. Let's go explore this castle. It's Castle Argus. So as you'll remember, we need to find King Argus, because he's going to help us with our airship situation. But of course, there's no one here. But we're going to swipe their treasures anyway. I like the idea that they've squirreled away tranquilizers in a side tower. Interesting throne room here. Just got essentially the Knights of the Round Table. This one seems suspiciously different color. Just stole $3,000. Keegan says, do you like Wario? In Mario Party 2, people have said Wario is the canon winner of Mario Party 1 because in the beginning of Mario Party 2, he claimed to be the superstar and no one debated him on it. It's popular fan theory. That's interesting. I'll have to let Pete know. I do like Wario. I like both Wario and Waluigi. Oh, the doors are locked and I can't open these. Yeah, I don't have a thief and I don't have any keys to open those yet. So things are strange here in Castle Argus Town. There's nowhere to be found. There's apparently some soldiers bearing the Argus crest kidnapping people down in the desert. We've got that elder tree that's been turned into a big flying fortress. Things to think about. This next section... Oh, let's take a look here. So remember what I said that the only way into the outer sea is through this little area? Well, it's being blocked by this water spout. Because of course it is. We have a tower here that is going to be our next major dungeon, but we can't actually do anything in there yet, because we're missing a crucial spell. And that's what we're going to go find now. And to find that spell, we need to go over here. So what this game's intention with this little segment, originally, I think, in its design, was to force you to explore. So you get the ship, and it presents you with different spots. It presents you with that town that's been ransacked. It presents you with the city of the ancients, or village of the ancients, I guess. Presents you with the empty castle Argus. And if you explore a bit more, you get to this cave down here. Oh, and look down there. There's a lake with something swimming in it. I like how in the Mario Kart Double Dash, every character has a partner. You know what? I have not played Double Dash in such a long time, but I do remember loving that game. If we can... I'm trying to think how we would be able to do it. I wonder what the state of emulation on that game is, because we could probably play it through Dolphin. Need to look into it, because that would be a really good one to play. Here we are. So we're in Gulgan Gulch. So in the very start of the game, we did have a kind of a little cutscene that showed this Gulgan Gulch. It wouldn't have been in the original NES version, but they added it for here. And this is important because you talk to the head honcho guy, this guy. I have been expecting you. Take this spell and use it to enter the Tower of Owen to the north. Your destiny awaits you there. Dash. And it's the Toad spell. It's the Toad spell. You can only go up the tower if you turn yourself into toads. It's like, okay, video game. Hang on. There's treasure down here. I feel on some level I knew this because I have the platinum for this game. But, It's just something that never stuck in my mind. Bye, everybody. Thank you for this magic to turn into frogs or toads. It's one thing this game overuses a bit. Needing to do different status effects to for Minnie and Toad. Ooh, Blizzard is not good for that. I should probably... Do you know what? It's going to be fine. I don't need to rest. I don't need to rest to go into the tower. The Tower of Owen. So the hint about needing to be frogs is that there are frogs all over the place. Petit Mage. I don't want to be using too much of my thunder. So let's default to fire. Shall we dive under? And how exactly are we supposed to do that? That's probably Tyler who's saying that. Maybe we have to become frogs first. That's probably Pete suggesting that, and we're all like, what do you... No, that's stupid. Why would we have to be frogs? Of course, the answer is, we have to be. Let's learn Toad. Let's all be frogs. It's not really explained why. I'm going to use my Maiden's Kiss items to reverse that, so I don't need to waste that level 2 slot when it's better used to cast Arrow. Ooh, mysterious voice. What is the name of this monster? Fardarig. Fardarig. What? What does that mean? I'm tempted to look this up now. So let's pause. Let's do a bit of a pause. Let's do a bit of a pause, and I'm gonna look this up. Fardarig. Is that anything? It is something. A Fardarig, or Firdirg, is a fairy of Irish mythology. The name Fardarig is an Anglophone pronunciation of the Irish words fear. Okay, so it's spelt fear, Firdirg. F-E-A-R-D-E-A-R-G, meaning red man, as the Fardarig is said to wear a red coat and cap. They are sometimes known as rat boys, as they are said to be rather fat, have dark, hairy skin, long snouts, and skinny tails. According to fairy and folk tales of the Irish peasantry, the Fardarig is clarified as a solitary fairy, along with the leprechaun and the cluricon? What is a cluricon? I've never heard of that. All of whom are most sluttish, slouching, jeering, mischievous phantoms. The Fardarig is described as one who busies himself with practical joking, especially with gruesome joking. One example of this is replacing babies with changelings. They are also said to have some connection to nightmares. Okay, everybody, we're now going to click on Cluricon, and this is going to be a rabbit hole of Wikipedia. Cluricon is a mischievous fairy in Irish folklore known for his great love of drinking and a tendency to haunt breweries, pubs, and wine cellars. He is related to the leprechaun and sometimes been conflated with him as a shoemaker and a guardian of hidden treasure. This has led some folklorists to suppose that the cluricon is merely a leprechaun on a drinking spree. What? While others regard them as regional variations of the same being. Like the leprechaun, a cluricon is a solitary fairy encountered alone rather than in groups, as distinct from the trooping fairies. Wow! This is wild, y'all. Okay, well, that's enough of that. I feel like we've learned something. We've learned that there exists things called cluricons, in addition to leprechauns. A Tyrfing. The Tyrfing is a sword, I think, yeah, and it's one of these swords that's only equipable by the Red Mage. But we're not using a Red Mage anymore, game. So sorry. It's them. It's the Fardarig. Salamand Sword. That's going to be for Warrior. So now we have a creature called an Augusti. Do we think that that's something else? Do we think that's another Irish thing? Let's find out. How's it spelled? Let's get out of there. Oops. Auguski. It might. Ooh. Yes. So that spelling is the anglicized spelling of a. Oh my god, I don't think I'm going to be able to say this right. So it's Scottish Gaelic, literally means water horse, and the pronunciation is. The pronunciation is I don't know. It's written out as each usage, but you know that's definitely wrong. But it's a water spirit in Irish and Scottish folklore. Anglicized as Auguski, or Ushkia in Ireland. It's quite a lot of Irish and Scottish names here. Very cool. Very cool. I think I bought a flame mail already. Thank you, game. Here we go. Boss of the Tower of Owen. I, Medusa, will destroy this. Medusa's here, everybody, I guess. There she is. There's Medusa. Right. Let's do some arrow in your face. And I will throw... Let's throw a Thundara. Oh, chiz. Tyler has been patronified. Gold needle, please. When in doubt, punch Medusa in the face. An explosion looks imminent. Oh no. Poor Desh is probably dead and we'll never see him again. Probably. Spoilers, no. Right. let's go visit that town that we saw on the eastern edge of the continent. But first, we have a sea serpent. Mermaid. Ooh, I'm out of Thundara. Punch that sea serpent in the face. It's the town of Gishal? Gissel? Not sure the intended pronunciation of that. Very good. What kind of magic do we got here? We've got... Oh, ho, ho, ho. We got some level 4 spells here. First, we got Libra, or Libra, whichever you prefer. We also got Blizzaga. So that's definitely fun. Good thing we have that four times boost on money. That one I'm unlikely to dial back. That and the job points. Ooh, let's have a little piano. Oh, yeah, sure. Have a dance. Well done. Now let's play the piano. How'd you like my routine? Was it a routine? I don't think you can call that a routine. Let's have a little rest. Oh, I don't want any Gishal greens. I don't need to call the Fat Chocobo, mostly because our inventory is unlimited now. The Fat Chocobo in this game and in 4 is basically rendered useless in the Pixel Remaster. Oh, I don't have anyone dead. Wait, we have... Oh, this must be the regular item shop. No, it's the magic key shop. Let's buy a whole bunch of keys. About 20 keys. So keys are important. You can unlock doors with the keys. But crucially, let me bring the keys a bit higher up in this inventory. Where are they? Magic key. Oh, can't I? Oh. There we go. By having keys in your inventory, you can use them to unlock doors instead of having a thief at the front of your party. So anything around here? No. Or is there? 2 free keys and a Gishal green. That's good. That's good. really could let someone just attack it and not having to waste the MP there. So maybe let's do that. Maybe let's do that. Yes, I'm going to this island over here. The Dwarven Island. Yeah, that's fine. And in fact, this might be a good little time to just take a little short break again. So we'll be back in 15-ish minutes. Not 15, more than that, less than that. 5-ish. 5-ish minutes. All right, here we are. We're back. We're in the Dwarven area. Dwarven cave. Lolly-ho. Dwarven hollows. The conniving thief stole one of the ice horns. How could you let him get away? What are you talking about? We just got here. We surely didn't let anyone get away. Seems to me like you're the problem. Let's buy some stuff for Colin there. Holy era. Tonfa. Oh. The Tonfa's less than the... Sansetsukan. But all of that is just less than fighting barehand anyway, so why do they exist? Why do they exist? Little hint of where that village of Gishal was, but we already knew. Do I need to... I forget. Might as well. Might as well do a little sleep. Might as well. We're good on the items. Right, so I guess we're going down there. The horrible villain Gutsko, or Gutsko, took one of our horns of ice. He ran off to the subterranean lake, but dwarfs don't float. How are we supposed to get our treasures back? What are you talking about? What do you mean? Dwarves don't float, so what? What we have to do is turn ourselves into frogs again. And then we turn ourselves back with some maiden's kisses. Gold needle. Ooh. This is a problem. Could throw an AoE Blizzaga. Or not. Or apparently it's not even necessary. I mean, we'll see if we... There we go. At least it was worth something? Oh, I was about to say something like, why are these called stalagmites? They're not stalagmites at all, but I think the key is that they're mites. They're like giant bugs. They're mites. That's probably what they're going for. I don't want to waste my Blizzagas. Let's just do normal fire. Oh. Look who we got here. It's only Gutsko. Gutsko, who is a naked man wrapped in a snake. Sure. Now I'm curious. Is Gutsko, is this name, is this from Irish? Is this from Ireland or Scotland? Let's find out. Gutsko. No. There's no results from Wikipedia. The others at least led to pages that had that spelling, you know, as anglicized versions of the original Scottish and Irish things. Gutsko is nothing. It's simply nothing. Let me check the actual Final Fantasy wiki. Maybe there's some interesting facts about Gutsko there. No, yes, I'm using an ad blocker. Shut up. Gutsko. Gutsko may refer to the character of Final Fantasy III, or the AI-controlled companion from Final Fantasy XV Comrades. Well, it's not. It's the character from Final Fantasy III. Let's see. Minor antagonist and a boss, Final Fantasy III. That's him. I want etymology. Etymology, please. There's none. There's no etymology. This is just his name, and he's not. He's just simply no one. That's fine. That's fine. Keegan says, have you heard of the Twisted Childhood universe? It's a universe of turning Disney characters into monstrous serial killers. And they have a series of movies. It rings a sort of bell? Bell. So I feel I might have heard about it in, like, passing. But other than that, not terribly familiar with it. Crit, crit, crit. This guy is a bit tougher than I thought. There you go. Get Blizzaga, idiot. The most recent movie is called Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Yeah, got the Horn of Ice, and nothing bad is going to come out of this. Especially not since we have a hyphen following us. It's like... It's like we're not even going to pretend that nothing suspicious is happening. If I remember right, in the original NES version, it was just like a single black line that you could see following you, and it almost looked like a visual glitch, rather than this where it's like very obvious, like there's something going on here. Something's going on here. In the 3D remake, I think it's a shadow on the floor that's following you. In that Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare, Peter Pan looks like the Joker. I've never been a fan of Peter Pan, like the character Peter Pan, and I suppose specifically the Disney one. I'm not familiar with any other Peter Pans, but Peter Pan in the Disney Peter Pan is just a big old jerk. Never liked him. One thing that you can do here is you can teleport out. And I feel like that's usually what I do, but for some reason I'm just walking out here. Hey folks, I brought your horn of ice. I'm sure nothing bad's gonna happen to it. Why do they even have these anyway? Ha ha ha. In the horror movie version of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell takes heroin, which she believes is pixie dust. My goodness. It's Gutsko, everybody. He wasn't dead, surprising no one, and we're just gonna watch him as he takes the stuff and escapes. Everyone is useless. Bet that lowlife is heading for the mountains in the north. Please, you gotta get those horns back. First, we're just gonna pop in and have a quick nap. I'm sure you understand. Do you know what I have not done yet at all? Is save the game. It does autosave every time you do a scene transition, like right here, come in here into this. I believe it does an autosave. So it's not like we would have lost. We wouldn't have lost like much, obviously. But the fact that I didn't save at all, suddenly I was like, oh, what am I doing? Because as we know, the autosave should be fine, but what if it's not? Let's just do... Where's my... Oh! I never took back my normal blizzard. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. Are you a Spider-Man fan, says Keegan. I like him. He has cool role gallery like Venom and Sadman or the Green Goblin. So, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan, like only kind of adjacent. Like I enjoy Spider-Man as a thing to consume. But Pete is a big Spider-Man fan. What am I looking for? Yes, the magic. Yeah, Pete is like super into Spider-Man. What did I just do? Remove and then give it to me. There we go. And for some reason, walking in lava isn't harmful. It definitely feels like an oversight that it's not harmful walking in the lava. Why is there an Antarctic wind in the fire cave, in the volcano? Incredibly baffling. Keegan says, I've been reading the Ultimate Spider-Man comics that came before the cartoon, and the villains are much more darker and actually kill people in the comics, and the villains are much more darker. I find that's always, I say always, I shouldn't say always, but I think it's often the case. Freezing Blade, with comic versions of various media, various stories, are often darker than their, TV counterparts, their animated counterparts. The one that I'm most familiar with is Sailor Moon. The original 90s anime of Sailor Moon was great. It's a classic, but the manga is incredibly more dark. Which is the basis of the reboot in the last few years, Sailor Moon Crystal, and then Sailor Moon Eternal and Sailor Moon Cosmos. So they're all based very heavily, very directly on the original manga. Much more dark. So yeah, I'm not surprised that Spider-Man is similar. What is this thing called? Myrmecolion. Myrmecolion. I guess it's a kind of chimera, right? The Leon is obviously a reference to the lion head. Molten Cave. We've got more lava. I think we're getting close. We're getting close to facing I almost said Cusco. We have the poison to kill Cusco. Cusco is poison. That poison? Man, I have not watched Emperor's New Groove in forever. I love that movie. I feel it's very underrated. Adamantus! Oh dear. Well. It's helped that we're very much over-leveled. Like I said, I think at some point I'll pull back the character leveling. The fire crystal. But no! It's Gutsko! Who has the power of the fire crystal for some reason. And he turns into a dragon called Salamander? This game has this odd thing where normal characters, when you fight them, become monsters that are not represented by their sprites or anything like that. It's very strange. We'll see that. We'll see two prominent cases of that much later into the game. But for now, we're gonna do what? We're gonna do. Let's just do some arrow. Actually, let's do ice staff because it's probably weak to ice. We're gonna do some Blizzaga. Ooh. Have you ever watched Puella Magi Madoka? Some characters come off as cold like QB. I love QB in the show. I've heard of it. Yeah, I've definitely heard of it, but I have not watched it. There we go. And now we're gonna get some new jobs. Finally, some new jobs. Ranger, Knight, Thief, and Scholar. Very good. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here for one. Let's go return the Horns of Ice to the dwarfs. There's a whole bunch of treasure that we can get. Oops. Hail the conquering hero. Oh, but this guy. This is another scene that's not really explained how this is happening. This guy comes running after us after we've done this. But where did he come from? This is an island. There's no other boat. And he's telling us about this city. Tokol, you know, that ruined village. Like, what is he here? And he just like collapses and dies. And these two dwarves are like, lolly ho, nothing to see here. It's so bizarre. Oh, and the horns are already here. What? Anyway, let's talk to this guy, and he's gonna moonwalk his way down the stairs in order to get some treasure. Alright, let's ransack these treasures. Otter Shroom, gauntlets, echo herbs, scholar robe, scholar hat, knight armor, heroic shield, some more Gishal greens, book of light, book of ice, book of fire, gold needle, killer bow, and an elixir. So that's going to be very helpful in outfitting our new classes. Before we do that, we're just gonna pop into the inn and have ourselves a nice little nap. So talking again about that NPC that just ran in after us when we came into this cave, my suspicion, my theory, my headcanon is that he was sent by whoever's behind all of the stuff, the kidnappings and the turning of the Elder Tree into that floating fortress. I think that person who we're going to meet in a little bit, like that was basically an illusion sent by that person so that we would go back to the village and then get caught. Because otherwise it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that this guy got here with no boat to come to us, and that he would have just collapsed and died here in this tunnel, and these dwarves didn't do anything, I think we were the only ones who could see him. And that it was all trickery and a ruse. Oh, I should have changed my my classes. Okay, well, we'll do that in a little bit. We'll fight this fight. Right, okay. So the first one that's really easy to do, gotta go to jobs, is the warrior upgrades to knight. Once you get the knight job, there is no real point in having warrior, because the knight can do everything the warrior can, but better. It's just a direct upgrade. Then... we're going to need a scholar eventually. But we really need to pair the scholar with the black mage. To maximize its potential, or its usefulness, basically. So, I think that we're gonna make Pete a scholar. And he's going to have a Book of Fire and a Book of Ice, so that's fun. And I think Tyler... do we make him a thief or do we make him a ranger? Let's go with ranger. Just because we've got some very good arrows. And I'm going to stay as black mage. Yeah, because we still need some big spell casting for the next boss. It's basically the reason that that the scholar is necessary. And for some reason, the scholar is really strong, just whacking people with their books. At least in this part of the game. Alright, let's just land here in Tokul, where I'm sure everybody's going to be super chill. Let's change the sprite.
Seize them!
Oh dear. That's pretty much why I think that was just a setup. That person finding us, I think that was an illusion by this Hein character. Here's King Argus! This is the guy we kept trying to find. Oh no, I've just realized I do need a white mage. Because look at this tiny hole. I need to miniaturize. I need to miniaturize, so I do need a white mage. God damn it. Yeah, Pete, sorry, I'm gonna have to change you back. Gotta have to change you back just for a minute. We're gonna go here. Get our MP back, and then we're gonna mini. Go through the hole, and then we're back. Am I going to regret not having... Whoops. Am I going to regret not having white magic for curing? I might regret that. In which case, then Tyler needs to be the scholar. I'm gonna keep Tyler as the ranger for now, and once we get to that fight, then I'll change him to scholar. That's what we'll do. That's what we will do. Mage kill! I always love it when an enemy dies by a physical attack from a mage. The funniest part of that scenario is in Final Fantasy X, where you can have Yuna and Lulu, you can level them up through the sphere grid to be quite strong, and in those cases they can actually do a lot of damage with their physical strikes, and it's just hilarious. Particularly with Lulu, you get Lulu's little doll just like go bloop 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 bloop, and then like smack an enemy for like thousands of damage. It's the best. Oh man, I haven't played 10 in a long time. Are we due for a replay of Final Fantasy X? Maybe we are. Maybe we are. Let me know if that's something you'd like me to stream. 'Cause I would definitely do that if there's interest. Stream or just a regular video series. I would say it is my favorite game in the FF series, excluding 14. If we include 14, I probably will have to say that's my favorite overall, but it being an MMO, I feel that it's not appropriate, not useful to include it with the others. Here's a royal sword. Dullahan. Dullahan is the headless horse. I'm gonna have to say headless horse woman. Or wait, is that armor? I'm not sure if that's supposed to be skin tone or if that's supposed to be armor. But also, what is Dullahan? Is Dullahan a reference to a mythical hero? Like maybe Irish or Scottish again? Because that seems to be the Dullahan. Type of mythological creature in Irish mythology. Is this the theme in Final Fantasy III? Just have a lot of Irish and Scottish mythology. The Dullahan is a type of legendary creature in Irish folklore. He is depicted as a headless rider on a black horse, or as a coachman who carries his own head. As it is not widely attested in native sources, including no references to it on the Irish Folklore Commission's website, there is doubt as to whether the Dullahan was originally part of the Irish oral tradition. Oh, there's actually a lot on the Dullahan on the wiki page. Very cool. Right. Back to this. We are learning a lot. Okay. Well, Pharaoh is definitely Egyptian rather than Irish or Scottish. But lemur, that's not a lemur, as you can probably appreciate. And I think what they mean here is lemures. which I believe is a Greek thing. Yes, we're getting close. We're getting close to Hein. Here's Pharaoh again. Didn't realize I had that on single target. Welcome, hello there, FS Dom. We are live. This is a live stream. Very chill Saturday live stream for Final Fantasy III, which has turned 35 years old this year. Ain't that some shit? Let's do a quick cure. And I need the scholar here, so let's turn Tyler into a scholar. Yes. It's Hein the Mage. I was the guy that suggested Smash like 100 times. It's great. We had a good time playing that. Right. So we don't know what your weaknesses are yet. And actually, do you start off with weaknesses? I forget. Let's just throw an arrow in your face and let's study. And I'll do a simple Thundara spell to start things off. Ooh, you started off with the Blizzard. No weaknesses yet. Okay. Knight is not doing much damage, so that's fun. No, I don't think Libra does actually report on weaknesses in this game. Oh no, it's supposed to. Displays HP and weaknesses. Maybe the Scholars is more powerful. I'm just going to attack it normally until he changes weaknesses. Yeah, I should have. Oh, there we go. Okay, barrier shift. I should have made Collins into something else because Warrior is not. Oh, maybe he's just strong against physical attacks. That could be it as well. I don't know what he's going to be weak against, so I mean, we'll try Arrow. I don't think anything will be strong against Arrow. Lightning, okay. Just attack as normal for now. Keep doing study in case that he changes his guard. Could actually also use like Zeus's Rage and those types of items. Now that we think of it, let's do that. Zeus's Wrath, there it is. And this is going to be the turn that he changes it when I've got 3 thunder attacks coming up. No, he heals! Oh, disaster! Oh, that was bad. That's a bad turn. Bad turn. Oh, study please. Just do a normal attack. Okay, he's using Blizzard. Does that mean he's fire? Or weak to fire, I mean? Vulnerable to fire, okay. Absolute state of this. Right. Bomb fragment, please. Keep studying. Okay, so I've made up the disaster. But now Tyler needs a pick-me-up. Keep studying. Whoops. Do I have any more? No, I don't have any more fire-related things. Although, I can use the Salaman sword. Again, is this the turn he's gonna change? Is this the turn he's gonna change? We're good. We good. Level up. Fang of Wind. And now we cannot visit the Elder Tree ever again. Whoa, 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 whoa. It's fine. Alright, let's go back to our boat. And now we can go see King Argus. Oh, Tyler is still in a bad sort of sorts here. I didn't get to use my Blizzagas against Hein at all, so we're going to use them now. Hail the conquering hero! This is always the music that plays for that. Hello. Please accept this in return. Is it another canoe? Nope, it is the Wheel of Time. Why is it called the Wheel of Time? And why do we need that to make an airship? Simply no way to know. Simply no explanation. It's just a thing. It's just a thing you get. So we're gonna go back to Canaan. We're gonna go back to Canaan and do the thing. And do the thing that we just said. I should also change Tyler back to a ranger. And actually, do you know? Oops. Poisona, please. I'm actually gonna make him into a thief. He's gonna be a thief. Oh, I don't have any good weapons for thieves yet. That's gonna come later, I think. So maybe we do ranger. Yeah, because attack is only 20. Yeah, I think it's better to do ranger. Yeah. Let's have the ranger be our sprite for a little bit. He's so cute. Right, let's go. Let's have a little nap, and then we'll go see Sid. And I think that will be... I'm trying to think when is a good spot to leave it for today. So let's go see Sid. If only we had the Wheel of Time. Well, good news, Sid. Guess what I have? An advanced device, also called a perpetual motion engine. Oh, that makes sense. It doesn't make sense that it's called the Wheel of Time, but... back in a jiffy. Guess it's done. You can only make landing on water. I couldn't remember how to get it to land on solid ground. What does that even... that doesn't mean... what? Fine. Whatever. Whatever. I couldn't remember how to make an object land on ground. There we go. We have an airship. I suppose you would need to have it have, like, wheels or something on the bottom for it to actually land on solid ground versus a ship that was already sailing on water. I suppose, video game. Right. Well, now that we have an airship, we can leave the floating continent and see what waits beyond. Should we do that? Ooh. Ooh. Well, there's not much going on here, actually, if we look at that map. This was always difficult in the original NES version because you didn't have the minimap. You could cast the sight spell so you could sort of see your immediate surroundings. But it was really difficult to find the very few islands. So let me actually... what we need to do first... first we have this curious little location. Looks like a crystal tower. Come back to that. But here... a shipwreck wreck. Or just simply a wrecked ship. Let's see who we find in here. Hello, we got an old man. Most of the world is underwater after that huge earthquake. I was in a boat at the time. Lucky enough, I saved that young lady as she was clinging to a piece of driftwood. I'm gonna steal your shit. How's that? So I need to give her something to wake her up. Just a normal potion? I think that's enough. Yeah. Not explained why the water crystal sinking is what caused everybody to turn to stone. It's very strange. It feels like they did that so they didn't have to explain why no one drowned when the world was flooded because of the water crystal sinking or whatever. Ooh, I'm looking outside and it's actually raining quite hard here. Speaking of water and flooding, hope that's not an omen. So let's do the water portion. Let's do the water temple, and we'll end it there for today. We did quite a big portion of the game, actually. The first, I'd say maybe like the first third to a half of the game, I think. Because once we do this thing about the water crystal, what's over here? Oh yeah, this is, do we even need this? Probably not. After you do the water crystal stuff, then the whole of the overworld opens up. And there's quite a lot to be done before you get to the final crystal. So my plan is to do another stream tomorrow afternoon. Start time to be determined. I might start a little bit earlier than I did today. And we should be able to actually finish the game. So what do we got here? We got ropers. What's the deal with you? Let's Bizarre. Surely nothing bad is going to follow me in, or we find out that there's monsters in the cave. There we go. It's never worth sealing anything. Mostly because, like, it's the same place here. It's not completely sealed off. So there's no point to it. Someone could have just swum and climbed. Worst security. Absolute state of this. These are not cockatrices. Cockatrices are supposed to be like birds, aren't they? Unless, okay, hold on. Everybody just hold on. Unless this is another Scottish-Irish thing. Cockatrice. Oh my god, I am wrong. Cockatrice is a mythological serpent. Essentially a two-legged dragon, wyvern, or serpent-like creature with a rooster's head. That's not a rooster head. Described by Lawrence Brainier as an ornament in the drama and poetry of the Elizabethans. It was featured prominently in English thought and myth for centuries. They are created by a chicken egg hatched by a toad or snake. I thought that was a basilisk. According to Alexander Neckham's De Naturis Rerum, the basilisk was the product of an egg laid by a rooster and incubated by a toad. A snake might be substituted in retellings. Cockatrice became seen as synonymous with basilisk when the Basiliscus in Bartholomew's Anglicus De Proprietabibus Rerum was translated by John Trevisa as cockatrice. Okay, so it's just linguistic shenanigans. It all comes to the same thing. Fine. We're learning so much today. We want to go down the bottom because I think the top is just a dead end. Bit of an overkill there for Blizzaga. Oh, I just noticed the victory animation for the ranger with tips his hat. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of a cure there. Oh no! Paralysis. I don't think that carries over. No, it doesn't. Oh, here we go. The water crystal awaits. Just gonna do normal attacking. I don't want to waste this. Oh, I got 3 casts of Blizzaga left, but let's do Thundara. Water crystal time. After this, twin heads. I feel like after all of the Irish and Scottish Gaelic themed enemies, then we suddenly have twin heads. Right, here we go. Water crystal. Let's do some healing before we get into crazy.
Watch out!
Oh no! Pete.
I am the Kraken, tasked by Master Zande himself to ensure that this crystal never regains its former light.
Well, you failed because that's just what happened. And is this a Kraken? Is this what a Kraken looks like? It's just weird, isn't it? It's just very weird. What can we do? Let's just throw some arrow at it. Yeah, might as well barrage. And ooh, Blizzaga is actually not gonna do much because if anything, it's gonna be weak to thunder, isn't it? Let me just try to see how much damage this will do. 607, not bad. 360 from arrow, though. Yeah. Ooh, you've got an ice sword. That's probably not going to help either, is it? Do I need curing? No, we're fine. Oh, actually, let's do fire staff. Oh, hang on. Do we have any Zeus's Wrath? There we go. There we go. Blizzaga only did 600 when Thundara did more than that. And Colin is blind. Let's deal with that. Another Zeus's Wrath. Yo, Catherine says, someone mentioned Pete's chance time. That's my favorite twist from Mario Party 6. Why do I don't remember this? Man, when did we do Mario Party 6? That's what, like 2 years ago? I need to go back and see what this is all about. There we go. Look at all these new jobs that we got access to. Geomancer, Dragoon, Viking, Black Belt, Dark Knight, Evoker, Bard. 7 new jobs. Farewell. I don't know why there's this. Again, it's this like emotional reaction. But we just met her. Like, sure, it would be like kind of sad, I suppose. But not to that extent. Watch out! We were asleep for 3 days. This is Amur, the town of water. All right. Okay, so we're going to take a look at our new jobs. Actually, before we take a look at jobs, we need to like buy stuff. And I'm wondering if we should do that now or wait until maybe next time. What time is it? 4:24. Let's take a look at the shops. Let's take a look at the shops and see what we got. So, Black Cowl. It's probably going to be Black Belt, isn't it? Chakra Band, that's going to be Black Belt. Viking Helm, obviously, yeah, and that's going to be Black Belt. That's going to be for... Black Garb would be for a thief. And so Black Cowl is actually for thief as well. So this is the time to bring out Viking, Black Belt, and Thief as classes to be played in this section of the game. Because the next area, the next boss, is going to be strong against magic. So that's something to keep in mind. So do you know what? Let's just buy one of each, because we got the money. Got the money, even though that I'm probably going to find these items somewhere and I wouldn't need to buy them actually. But it's fine. Catherine says, I feel like a lot of people forget in Mario Party 2 in some maps like Pirate Land, buying a skeleton key gives you a shortcut to visit Boo. Mario Party 2 definitely was a long time ago. That was the first year that we started the channel. And we played that, I think, over the summer. Magosh, that's going to be for the thief, so might as well get one of those. Kaiser Knuckles, that's going to be a black belt thing. Let's get that. Axes, that's a Viking thing. Am I going to do Viking? I feel like I am going to do Viking in the next area. Spears, no, because I can't really do Dragoon yet. Madura Harp, I could have a Bard. Could have a Bard doing stuff. A boomerang is going to be useful for a thief, though. So let's do that. And let's do... thing about axes is that they're not very accurate. They miss easily. So do I want a greater chance of accuracy or a higher attack? Maybe I just get one of each. Why not do that? Let's simply do that. Thank you. Okay. So let's do our job changes. So what do we want? Do I want to keep Pete as a white mage? I'm gonna make Tyler a thief because he likes to do the he definitely likes to play roguish classes in various games. Colin, let's have Colin be... Oh, Geomancer's another thing. Let's have Colin be a Viking. Because Vikings are very dwarf-like, and he likes to play dwarves as well. Oh, Evoker. Right. Evoker's useless now because I don't have any summon spells. Dark Knight is useless now because I don't have any dark swords. I could have Pete be a black belt. That could be fun. Catherine says, a Bowser phone and reverse mushroom are broken because with the Bowser phone, you can call Bowser on anyone and the reverse mushroom can allow you to visit Boo twice. Ooh. Those are from Mario Party 3, I believe. Or they might also be in 2. Don't remember. We'll find out once we get back to those, I suppose. Do I want to be a Geomancer? I guess I don't have a bell yet. So Geomancer would be kind of pointless. So let's do Bard. Should we do Bard? Yeah, let's do Bard for a little bit. I'm going to need to buy that that harp. The Madura harp. Look at the victory pose for Bard. I like it. Now, can I have 2 harps? I can't have 2 harps, surely. Do I buy a second harp just to see? I'm gonna try it. No, you can't. You can't double equip harps. Ah, it's too bad. I'm gonna need to sell a whole bunch of stuff. Do we keep Pete as the white mage to do healing? His job level 76. That's funny. Do you know what? We're gonna black belt. We're gonna black belt it. Ooh, nothing for arms? Really? There wasn't anything equipable for arms? No, I guess not. I should also sell a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to sell one of these harps because I can't use it. Let's also sell other books. I'm never going to go back to Scholar. Shield, never gonna have that. I think I'm currently have the best bow equipped. Sell the wooden arrow, sell one of these holy arrows. Probably the holy arrow as well. This stuff I can definitely sell. So no, I don't need to keep any arrows because I've got stuff equipped currently. Okay, that's probably good enough for now. Thank you. Who am I gonna have my sprite? Maybe me. I'll bard it up. And there's no magic shop in this town because, like I said, the upcoming boss, the upcoming enemies in the place are magic resistant. Although there's technically another sequence before that, so I guess we'll find out a bit more once we get there. I don't think I need to rest because there's no magic being used, so that's fine. So I'm just gonna sneak out of town and we'll do a save, and that's where we'll end for today. Save complete. Look at our ragtag team. We're pretty good. Okay, so yeah, that's where we'll end for this afternoon. Yeah, this has been a little chill stream for Final Fantasy III in its 35th anniversary year. Like I mentioned, be streaming again tomorrow. And we'll see how far we can get. I'll probably start a bit earlier than I did today, maybe a little bit before lunch, and just see how far we can get tomorrow afternoon. I suspect at the clip that we've been going that we'll be able to get very close to the end, if not the end itself. That might be over-promising. I don't know. We'll see what we can do. But for now, thanks very much for watching. What else can I tell you? Next week, Pete's going to be continuing to play Oblivion Remastered. A new episode will be coming out either Monday or Tuesday, depending on how soon can get that put together and edited. On Thursday, another Mario Party live stream, obviously, on Thursday evening, and that's going to be Luigi's Factory? Luigi something? I forget what it's actually called. He has a factory. He has a workshop. He has a something. So that's the board that we'll be playing on Thursday next week. So thanks again for watching, and come back tomorrow for more Final Fantasy III. Until then, have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.